Let's get on with the show now because there's so much to talk about. And when we take the baton from Limited, I keep telling you, put in your hands so you start running with us. There's so much going down in our action parts, ever busy world of sports. And we want to be part of it. Yes, you can be part of the show on Twitter, our channels _sports, Facebook channels, IFA Sports. You can email us at sportsthismorning@channelstv.com. What's it with the Super Falcons of Nigeria? We'll continue that discussion. It's getting interesting. Football fans in Nigeria says they need to read more for the ladies after breaking record in Cameroon, and also the league management company are saying what we're doing for the men, we will try to also do it for the ladies. Let's keep talking about the Super Falcons of Nigeria with the hashtag Super Falcons. Also on the show this morning, we told you that Novak Djokovic and his former coach, now former Boris Becker, they have parted ways, and I am tired of been trying to understand what would have really gone wrong, because for the 3 years that Becker has been with Djokovic, it's been phenomenal. It's been 3 years of achievements. What a story we're having. Talk about tennis and a top player called Novak Djokovic. You can be part of the discussion also. The Super Four starts today in Nigeria. Good football for you and I to follow. The best teams in Nigeria will clash. They'll be meeting in Enugu. Talk about what we saw last season. Enugu Rangers will be part of the action in that one, and we will be monitoring all that is going down at the Super Four. Also, you can talk to us. The UEFA Champions League. What a night. What a night. And that's why the UEFA Champions League. Arsenal, they were on fire. Big ups to Super Eagles player Alex Iwobi. He's scoring down. Kelechi Iheanacho also on the score sheet for Manchester City. Pep, start playing our boy. You see, he can score goals. Also, we didn't see it coming, but Tayo, look at what Dynamo Kiev did to Besiktas.
What a rush.
It's the UEFA Champions League.
It is the UEFA Champions League.
We will talk about that one later on. Tayo, let's talk about the Super Four. Yes, that's what it is.
It is.
It's lights up today.
D-Day. D-Day. And we've been waiting for this. Fans of the Nigerian Professional Football League have been waiting for this one. And it has finally come now. And today, later today, it's going to be between Ifeanyi Uba FC versus Wiki Tourist.
Winners of the Federation Cup.
Yes, versus Wiki Tourist, who had a great season last year as well too. And secondly, the champions will be in action as well too today. That's against Rivers United. Rivers United, I mean, I thought they had a very good season, you know, finishing second behind Rangers.
That's right.
You know, I thought that was a very good achievement for Stanley Guma and his team.
I agree.
So, Austin,
the best of league football. That's right. So Enugu Rangers, winners of the league, Rivers finished second. Wiki Tourist third, and then the winner of the Federation Cup. Okay, it's getting interesting because last season it was Aqua United that won the Federation Cup.
What happened?
That emerged winner. So let's see if Ifeanyi can do the same thing. But Rangers, they would want to continue where they stopped. Rivers United, they've been having a good period of preparation. So let's see if it will count for something.
So it looks like it's going to be another competitive, situation. Last year was very competitive. I mean, we couldn't really separate first and second. You know, it went down to the wire. We found out about the champions on the last day, even though all signs pointed to Rangers being champion, you know, a week before. But my point is, all these two teams are, I mean, all those four teams are, I think they're all equally matched, which is likely going to bring good football later today. All the matches will be played at the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium, the Cathedral, that's what they call it, right? So we're all hoping for a very good, you know, competition that starts today and ends in a couple of days.
Some praise and worship before the football starts, because the fans of Enugu Rangers, I'm tired. This is it with success. We all talked about Enugu Rangers and all they did. They did their best to keep Coach Imama fantastic. Now the assessment starts. You know, fans are very funny. The moment they don't win today,
they forget about what happened. As simple as that. So perfect opportunity for Rangers fans, you know, to start seeing what the team is going to be all about this year. You know how hard it is. Okay, it's hard winning a title, but defending it is a lot harder. And so Rangers have got their work cut out. But I think they've done the right thing. They started the right way by, you know, securing Coach Imama to a new contract, and they've been able to keep, you know, most of their players as well. So that would help. The continuity will help them. You know, I think they'll start the season as favorites again, Austin. That's just me.
Yeah.
I think they will be favorites.
I think we should watch Rivers United because they didn't stop. They liked what they did last season and they put so much into their preparation. Their pre-season has been lovely. So I'm watching Rivers United closely. Wiki can still dare to dream. If you're in Uba, they are now stronger for winning the Federation Cup.
That's going to boost their confidence because winning, you know what they say, winning does to to the morale of the football team of an athlete. It boosts your confidence, and they want to go into the season believing that they can compete with the absolute best. And the management, they're still investing as well in the team. So I expect them to bring in more players.
Coach, they're bringing in foreigners. They just signed a Ghanaian recently.
Yes.
And Tayo, it even goes beyond the Super 4. Teams like Kano, Pillars, Sunshine Stars, they're saying, hurry up, give your Super 4. We're waiting. We will know. You know, so we love the Nigeria Professional Football League, and the Super 4 will throw us into that mood and we'll start counting down to when the league will begin. Starts. Let's listen to the chairman of the league management company. His name is Shehu Diko. He's saying, we will not stop where we stopped last season. We will get better. Let's listen to it. We'll be right back. Stay with us.
We are going to have our end of year AGM next week, thereabout, and the plan is always to evaluate the previous season, where we make positives, and to see how we can improve on that, where we have challenges, where we have issues, and see how we can eliminate them and to make them positive. That has always been the plan. So, and that's how we are going to keep going about it, and that has been our magic wand. That's why every season we do is better than the previous season, because we are always trying to build on what we achieved last season and eliminate the challenges and make them better. So that's what we should expect. So people should expect an improvement all across board. We also have to come back here to work together with our government to make sure we take this women football also to the level where it should be. Because we keep saying from the NFF, women football is part of our comparative advantage. So we should not allow other African countries to catch us up. We should always be winning in Africa and be working to catch up the world, because that's where we are always winning. So we can't allow people to catch up. But now you can see what's happening. Before we are winning 9-7 now it's 1-0.
So that's it, the chairman of the league management company, Shehu Diko. We'll still comment on what he said about women's football, but let's comment on the first part. He talked about the league, that it's all about consolidating on what was achieved last season, and that's the way to go.
That's the way forward, Austin. They've got to improve, obviously. We've seen improvements. It's been very clear in the last couple of years now. The league has improved, no doubt about it.
The quality of play, the fans turn out.
Yes, the interest, I mean, there was a time when I know I've got mates that absolutely didn't care about the Nigerian professional football.
But now
that has changed now. That has changed. The interest is starting to build. And how do you sustain the interest of fans in your product? You have to get better. You have to improve. Officiating, that's very key. We saw a lot of incidents.
A lot of questions, unanswered questions. So the LMC, when they meet at that AGM,
they've got to try. They've got
security.
Yes, security as well. So obviously, you want the fans to turn up.
That's right.
And you want them to turn up with peace of mind, without them worrying about getting mugged or anything like that with the family. Football is a family affair as well. So there's still a long way to go. Austin. Make no mistake about it. We're still a long way off being, one of the best, run leagues in Africa. But we're going to get there.
That's right.
I mean, it's looking really good. Shehu Diko, appears to be, the right guy. He's showing great leadership, ever since, he started this particular job. So hopefully they can carry on in the same vein. And
I like the board. Very passionate set of individuals from Lukarabo, Shehu Diko, Harry. They love the game. They want it to get better. He used the word I like when I asked him. He said, "We know there are challenges, but we're working towards eliminating those challenges." We have mentioned security. We've mentioned that officiating must be top notch. Players welfare.
Yeah, of course we're going to.
Don't worry, there's
no one going to talk about.
Because before the start of the season, we were saying that the LMC needs to, be rigid on clubs. They must have a plan on how they will take care of players. These funding issues, they're always there. How about we try to reduce them, so that we'll get better, so that our players can stay?
Of course. I mean, that's the key there. If players are not getting what they feel they deserve, they'll leave eventually.
Go to Libya.
Because that's their career right there. Football is relatively short.
Kazakhstan.
They'll go to wherever they can get paid.
Estonia.
Exactly. No problems at all with players doing that. But if we want to retain our best legs in the country, then welfare has to be a lot better, and the clubs have to show responsibility.
That's what
They've got to pay up when they need to pay up. We've talked about that you don't have to have a 20-man league. Austin, if it's 10, that can actually show and prove that they have what it takes to take care and pay those players as and when due. Then we'd stick with a 10-man league. But I know that's easier said than done because we all know the ownership system in Nigeria is a bit
state government.
Yeah, state government, and so that's a bit complicated for the LMC to handle there. But they have to do a lot more. I mean, we still hear about players getting old. We heard about it last year.
Policies. We just must bring out the policy, and we must work through it. You know, that's just what it is. I speak to some players, and they keep telling me that in this world, if there's any worker you must pay wages to, the footballers. You see them sweat. You see us sweat. We run. We've seen footballers fall because of the sort of training they go through.
Yeah, career-threatening injuries. I mean, it could all go wrong in a split second. And that's it for you.
Yes,
and most of these players, what do they fall back on if the welfare is not up to scratch? So
you notice the tone is dropping, right?
It is, naturally.
Because that's what it is. We don't like talking about it. Players' welfare must be top. Not the league management company. We want to wish them all the best. When they sit at our AGM, we want them to put together good policies that will give us a fantastic league season when it commences. He also mentioned women's football. He says we must start supporting the women because it's so clear now. He said, gone are the days when Super Falcons will find out, beat a team 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we struggle for 1-0. It means the football is getting competitive, the quality is improving, and then teams are doing better.
Yeah, I mean, recently, at the African Women's Cup of Nations, is 1-0 to the Falcons. Yeah, that's the fine, 1-0 to the Falcons. Yeah, so things have changed now. Teams have improved a lot in Africa. So if you don't want to get caught up with, you have to improve yourself. So you have to keep improving, and support is the key here for women's football in general. The league, we're hoping we can see improvements like we've seen in the Nigerian Professional Football League. We're hoping to see the same thing in the Women's League anytime soon. That will be very important.
We want to see that development. We're glad our friend and colleague Aisha Falode has been appointed the chairperson for the development of the league. Let's go on another quick break. When we come back, there's still more to talk about. Don't go anywhere. Stay.